reading the intro to The Voices of Real, book that's coming out here soon. It's titled The Real Still Speaks. The voices of real still speak. The megaphone of karma held tightly by the micromanagers of chaos who whisper loudly into the ears of Pandora's box. The real copied on the conveyor belt of the counterfeit by those loyal to punching deception's time clock. Can you hear the real in the feet of those who march for peace, in the face of defeat while being treated like an April Fool? Oh, February, the joke's on you. The streets stink of survival's instinct. Citizens sink with the ankle weight of irresponsibility and the contaminated standing water of civic duty. Blood is the disease love that autographs poverty. Equality lost in time, a transfusion of community that equates skin color with crime. Politicians are nothing more than police who execute the truth with their specialized language, used as legalized weapons, filibusters and red tape. Nothing more than mosquitoes in suits with Pinocchio's nose. Bullets put permanent tattoos on temporary legacies. Proof that through ignorance, they were led to see fear. The people are pranked with the idea of freedom until you learn of your credit score, being followed around in stores or pulled over, racist vultures. Hell, my English is just as good as theirs, but we share the disconnection of, this is America. Why should I have to press 1 for English culture? Liberty's pursuit of those in suits constitutes a penalty to be paid on your part. Hands up, or I'll shoot. Death tries to kill truth. You play the Bill of Rights righteously like an overused race card, like the lottery numbers hoping to hit the jackpot. Where is the free and fraud? But to those who make and shape the laws, your existence is just another number, a number freedom purposely forgot. The voices of real struggle to speak the language of love, love's throat hugged, choked by the zipper of opportunity's coat. Entitlement enriched with the multivitamin of hate. Wolves fashion design themselves in sheep's clothes. Enemies pretend to be friends. I love you spoken from lying lips is the ultimate lie to men. The real lie here doesn't fear evil's consequence. The real lie here has served many stints in isolation. It is patient to prove the abuse. Absolute power on cruise control cruises over graveyards scarred with the chauvinistic charm of world dominance. The many tours of duty and the fight for freedom lengthen due to ulterior motives. The history books redacted to hide the truth, and the light is where hope lives. We who are shackled to truth are a threat to the masses, labeled as unpatriotic and antisocial. The only threat to fake's unspoken neglect is that the truth is easily approachable. The real lie here is spoken through generations, patient in their relationship with time. The first one in the family to graduate, the first one in the family not to be a teen parent, the first one in the family to inherit the blessings once held back by disobedience. Our ears wax with the sounds of names we can't get back. Vigils keep their name, their faces alive for a time. But through our actions, we can keep their legacies alive. But the names are more than names. They are inspiration in the midst of struggle. They are permanent peace and temporary defeat. They are the real you feel when the arms of circumstantial love reaches out, patting you on the back while holding knives. The voices of real will forever speak. They are alive. Like a baby breech, dyslexic speech, reading from right to left, though it is extremely difficult, we must continue the journey in spite of all the challenges that steal our breath, and continue to be the real when we feel none is left. Thank you. This next poem is titled Poetry Is. Poetry is repeat paper cuts on your eyeballs. Life holds your eyelids open like a jealous ex-girlfriend inaccurately measuring your manhood. Poetry is morning, midday coffee that burns your tongue, like a midnight slice of pizza peeling pink skin from the roof of your hungry marijuana mouth. Your tongue tickles the dangling skin like a bully kid making the tetherball his friend. Your tongue finally rips off the dangling skin like a Band-Aid stuck to hair and healing blood. And finally, you spit it out like fake apologies and I love yous, but poetry, I really do love you. Poetry is a hard hiccup with a semi-simultaneous sneeze, the air contagious with stuttering, overlapping God bless yous echoing from an atheist's mouth. Do you really believe? The acidity of vomit rock climbing up your throat, leftovers ready to marinate the bathroom floor, but suicide's blood beat you to it. You autograph your future by not being a part of it. Your legs jockeying Charlie horses back and forth. You limp to the finish line of irresponsibility, partially paralyzed by blame, proudly waving the flag of last place. Here, you are comfortable and able. Poetry is alcohol poured onto a skinned knee, a metal pedal spinning into your shin, stepping on a midnight Lego on the way to drink milk or orange juice out of the carton. Poetry is hitting your funny bone, farting at a wedding, laughter at a funeral. Poetry is love, graduating from a word to an action, like HIV to AIDS, like stillborns pushed out at full term. What does one do with the gifts for the gift? What is heaven's policy for returns? Memories are receipts of life that you keep. Is prayer spiritual politics? Poetry is picking up a pencil or a pen, your voice, a quiet scream, an ear-piercing whisper, pouring out your heart that becomes emotional clothes that strangers try on. Poetry is writing a book. People pick up your book, look at the front and back covers, maybe flip through a few pages, putting it back down. Then they use the money they could have used to buy your book to buy something that dies. Thank you.